Welcome to Datalynx's YouTube channel. This video focuses on the capability of Data Exchange to classify data. This solution organizes data into categories for its most effective and efficient use. Let's start by logging into Data Exchange. First, we'll create a template. Click the New button and name the template. Select AdventureWorks as your source database. Next, we will create a table to be populated with classification data in the same database. Therefore, also select AdventureWorks as your destination database. To learn more about template and its configuration, visit lessons 4, 5, and 6. Let's create a sequence. Click the Add button to start. Name your sequence. For this example, we'll call it Demo Sequence Product. Once named, go to the SQL statement section. For this exercise, we will classify the products, so add a select asterisk from product as the SQL statement. Validate your query to ensure it's correct and to check the available columns. Once validated, close the window. Save the SQL statement by clicking the Save button. You will be directed back to the processing sequence window. Add the product ID as your first key, then click the Save button to exit. You will now see all your source columns. Expand the Destination Tables pane and click the New button to add your destination table. Please enter the name of the table you want to create for inserting the classification data. Choose Classification as the method. You will see a DDL button next to it. Click on it. A DDL script will appear to create a table with 3 columns: source ID, attribute name, and attribute value. Since this is our first time creating the table, ignore the drop statement. Select the Create Script, and click the Execute Scripts button. A dialog box will pop up with a warning. Click Yes to execute the scripts on the destination database. A dialog box will appear with an information that the scripts were executed successfully. Click the Close button to dismiss the information window. You will now see the product classification table in the destination. Reselect the respective table, reselect the method as classification, and select source ID as your first key. Once done, save it and click Yes to generate the destination columns. Let's begin by mapping the source ID. It needs to be mapped to a column with unique values. In this case, we'll choose Product ID. Validate to verify, and once done, click OK to save your mapping rule. Next, map the attribute name to the business group. We created the business groups in Lesson 8. Let's review how to create new business groups. Go to the business groups from the Processing Configuration toolbar in Data Exchange. We will import 3 business groups. Namely, Product Category, Product Color, and Product Size. The items in these business groups correspond to the values found in the product name field. The goal is to classify them. Click the Import button, choose the Merge option, and click OK. Then, select the folder containing the business group CSV files. The business groups along with their respective items will be added. In this data classification exercise, we will add a new business group called Product Name that will include the recently imported 3 business groups. Therefore, let's add them one by one as group items. For detailed instructions on creating, importing, and exporting business groups, please watch Lesson 8. Now, let's return to mapping the attribute name with the business group. Clear the business group classifier, and copy the product name by clicking on the product name from the business groups. Click the Validate button to verify. Finally, click the OK button in the Mapping Rule window to save the mapping rule. Lastly, let's map the attribute value. You'll see that the classify string function is automatically added. Simply change the source column to name, which has the product name, and add your business group. Let's edit the test value. Ensure there are no commas in the values. For example, if you see red, the value will not be classified as a product color. This is due to the comma attached to it. We need to cleanse it. For now, let's remove the comma for testing purposes, and click the OK button. Click the Validate button. You will see that the test values are classified into their corresponding business groups. However, if the commas were present after the value, red, it would remain unclassified. Therefore, let's use the regular expression we learned in Lesson 9 to cleanse it. Go to the Regular Expressions section in the Processing Configuration toolbar. Add a new regular expression table by clicking the New button. You can name it Classification Cleansing. Once done, click the Save button. Likewise, add the pattern needed for cleansing. Enter input value and expected value to verify. Click the Save button. Now, let's return to mapping the attribute value. We will add a cleansing rule on name. Hence, highlight the name on the mapping rule box. Select the name source column, followed by the classification cleansing regular expression table. Next, select the regular expression replace table function. This function will appear in the mapping rule box. Once done, click the Validate button to confirm. You will see the desired result. Click the OK button to save the mapping rule. Afterward, click the Finalize button to complete your template. A warning window will appear. Click Yes to proceed. You will be directed back to the template folder. To submit this job, double-click on the template and then click the Submit button. Click OK to run the job immediately. Navigate to the job queue to view your job. Once the job is completed, you can find it in the job history. This task should have sorted the data and added it to the product classification table. Therefore, log into the Data Explorer and connect to the Adventure Works database. Navigate to the product classification table. You'll notice that the product names are now classified, indicating whether they have the product category, size, or color, or a combination of all, or none. We hope this video was insightful. Thank you for watching.